All right, we're about to talk to Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe, who's on fire right now, as is Alabama Chattanooga this week. And you know, if he's we were already talking to Terrion, and they've got this link deal going. Nothing would be better than us wearing link T-shirts up here during the week, helping them with their sales.
Jimmy
right?
Current wants one, don't you?
Jimmy wants one. Jalen Milroe is with us now. He joins us each week courtesy of RentalWorks, CraneWorks, and WasteWorks. Just look for the big dog. He is with us now on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. What is up, Jalen? How are you?
What's up, boss? How y'all doing?
Doing good. Will you send Jim a shirt? He was dropping a very heavy hint there.
I'll buy one. It's in your bio, right? The link's in your bio. I'll go buy one, man.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you, do you ever go back and watch the TV copy after you play a game? There's a reason I'm asking you this. Do you ever go back and watch the TV film, or is it just straight game film for you?
Oh, straight game film. You know, I believe in a 24-hour rule. Once the game's over with, you enjoy it and then get over it and get to the next game.
Yeah. The reason I ask you this is obviously I was watching when you got banged up on that initial possession there.
Yeah.
And as you're down on the field, they show your mom and dad in the crowd, and there's a gentleman sitting behind them, and he removes his hat and he stretches his hand forward. He's obviously praying for you. And I don't know if you know who the guy was, but I thought it was very touching to see someone in the crowd do that. And you perhaps may know who the guy was. I just thought that was a really cool moment there.
Oh yeah, it was. I actually did see that photo. It was Tim Keenan's father that had his hand out praying, and from me to him, you know, I truly appreciate that. You know, you taking the time to pray over me. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, I was on the ground, you know, and then to have someone pray over me, and I know my parents were concerned in that moment. So, but yeah.
I assume you know who Joe Namath is, right?
That's right.
Okay, 1963, 10 total touchdowns in 10 games. You've scored 10 touchdowns in 2 games, and you set another Alabama record this week. Have you ever had a 2-game stretch in your career? I know high school's different, and you guys are just, tearing up guys that aren't close to your talent level. But have you ever scored 10 touchdowns or been responsible for 10 touchdowns in a 2-game stretch?
I have not. I have not been responsible that I can recall doing so. But, it's a great moment. You just got to do all that's needed to continue to win and continue to push the offense in the right direction. So whatever is called to do so, I'm going to do it.
So update us. How's that thigh? Because Jordan Rogers, who played the position in the broadcast, kept talking about how painful it had happened to him before. Obviously, you were in pain throughout, but you played through the pain. How are you as we sit here on a Thursday with that thigh?
Yeah, I'm going to be ready to go this Saturday at Bryant-Denny, so I'll be ready to play. Yeah. At this point in the season, not anyone in the country that's 100%. So you just got to have strong mental toughness. You got to keep on getting treatment and moving in the right direction, but our training staff done a good job, preparing me for this game and moving me in the right direction. But yeah, like I said, no one in the country that's 100%. So I'm just kind of take it day by day and continue to get treatment.
I can hug my wife really hard, and she will bruise like on her arm or something. She'll get like a finger bruise. She bruises easy. Did that helmet leave a bruise?
Oh, yeah, it did. It's always the day after the game where you feel everything, and it's the day after the game where you see all the swelling and stuff like that. But I'm starting to feel better. It's starting to go down.
Vegas had you at a 44.5 was your rush total. And I think after that 16-yarder where you got popped on the thigh, I think you had 21 yards on that first drive. How much did the game plan change with you and Tommy Rees after you got hit? I mean, were there going to be more design runs?
So it was honestly like when we were like speaking throughout the game, it was just like staying to the game plan, staying to what we had called. And to be honest, it wasn't too many play calls that was designed for me to run. It was just taking what the defense give. And the biggest thing going to that game was getting to a rhythm. That was the biggest thing because we knew that Kentucky had a good defense, and we were just trying to stay in positive downs, and we were trying to control the football as much as possible and put up good drives and continue to stack good drives. But, me and Coach Reese throughout the game, we communicated and we're just trying to move in the right direction. And just whether it was pass or run, we was on the same page.
Do you ever use a phone that looks anything like that red phone you talk at on the sidelines in real life? Because that looks like it's from 1970 something. And is there anybody on the other line, or are you doing that for the TV cameras?
Oh no, I gotta communicate throughout the game. But yeah, that red phone was different. Having smartphones and stuff like that.
Yeah. But how do you know when to go over and pick up the phone and talk to Tommy? I assume that's who's on the other line. Is Tommy? You guys are talking.
Yeah, so there's someone that on the sideline that communicates to me that says, the phone ring and go pick it up. You get to go talk to Coach Reese. So I have someone that tells me, when I have to talk to him throughout the game.
Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe with us on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. He joins us each week, courtesy of CraneWorks, RentalWorks, and WasteWorks. Alabama's big player says, look for the big dog, CraneWorks, RentalWorks, and WasteWorks. We talked with Tyler Booker earlier in the week, and he was talking about how, one thing Alabama football has been known for under Nick Saban is dominating games early, and you get teams behind, and the game fills over very quickly for the other team. It's something you guys have evolved into, and this was probably the best example of it this week. How good did it feel to know that game is 21-0 before anybody can even get comfortable in their seats?
Yeah, the biggest thing going into the game was doing our job, and we embrace challenges throughout the season, and one of them is going on the road. You can't take that for granted, winning on the road and winning another SC game. But with that game, our mindset was right all week. That's what contributed to any success throughout that game was our mindset throughout the week and how we prepared. I think that was very key, and I seen it in the guys' eyes when we were warming up that everybody was locked in, ready to go. And the biggest thing is I didn't know what the score was. I was just playing the next play and just doing all I can to maximize each drive that I had.
Are you a routine or a superstitious guy? And by this, I mean, do you have like a pregame routine that you typically do? Do you do something celebratory after a big win?
I say I'm a routine guy. I do the same thing every single game day at the same hour, at the same time. I do the same thing. So I'm a routine guy.
What is that though?
Yeah. So I wake up every game day, no matter what time it is, at 6 o'clock, and I meditate and take some time away from football and get my mind off of it. Take time away to listen to music. I shower, hot, cold. And then I look over some material for the game. And then the rest of the day, I don't look at no football. And just have the day to just have a peace of mind throughout the day.
I got to ask you, hot, cold. So you're in the shower, and you'll go from hot, you'll jam it into cold. What does that do for you?
Mental toughness. I think to start your day off having some type of scenario to put you through the fire or put you in some sense of having strong mental toughness. That's how I start my day off. So that's something I challenge myself is just taking a cold shower, just start your day off. And I started doing that, and I think it's helped me out.
Damn, personal torture.
I get up and
same thing happens to me when they get my coffee order wrong in the morning. Right. It gets me going in the bad direction.
Mental toughness.
Yes.
All right, Jalen, good luck against Chattanooga, and we'll talk with you next week about the Iron Bowl. We look forward to that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
All right, buddy. Thank you, man. Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
Jalen Milroe, the Alabama quarterback, with us, courtesy of CraneWorks, RentalWorks, and WasteWorks. He's Alabama's big guy. Look for the big dog, CraneWorks, RentalWorks, and WasteWorks.